Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a GFX tutorial with the woman rig. You're going to need the woman rig. I'll leave a download link in the description. You're going to need Blender 2.0. You're going to need Blender, and you're going to need Roblox Studio. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to open Roblox Studio. It should have came with your Roblox download. Okay guys, so I'm here in Roblox Studio. It took a while to load because it was upgrading and stuff. So what you're going to do, this should pop up. You're going to click Ignore. Then you're going to go to a new game and you're going to open an empty base plate. Okay guys, so we're here on the base plate. And now what you're going to do is you want to go over here into plugins and you're going to use the plugin load character. If you don't already have load character, you need to go into this drop down box, go to plugins, look up load character, and then it should show up, and then it should say install, and then it'll install. And yeah, so now what you're going to do is you're going to type in your username. So mine is SimqlyLeo, and now your character should show up. You're going to click, make sure it says spawn at origin right here, and now you're going to click spawn R6. If it doesn't spawn to your origin, it'll spawn anywhere around, well, where your camera is, I'm pretty sure. So now what you want to do, okay, so now we have that. Okay, so now we have that out of the way. So now if you want to add like a model, you're going to go into search in models, and I want like a fall themed model, so I'm going to search up aesthetic fall. If you use the keyword aesthetic in it, something good will show up. So I'm going to use aesthetic fall, and then all these will show up. I'm going to look through a few of these, and I'll be back when I have one that I like. Okay, so I found the models that I like. So now what you're going to do is you're going to right click what you want, go down to export selection, and now you're going to type in what you want, save it where you want it to be, and yeah, so yeah, I'm going to type. So it's going to take like a second to load, and when it's done, you should do the same with your Roblox character, which is exactly what I'm going to demonstrate next. So export selection. Okay, so I did the same with my Roblox character, and now you can just close out Roblox Studio. What I recommend is that, so just in case something doesn't break, just don't fully X out of it, just bring it down. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is go to Blender. I'll leave the download link in the description as well as the woman rig download. So yeah, let's go right into Blender. Okay, so now I'm in Blender with the woman rig, and here are a few key tools you need to move around. So if you want to move around, first you have to do Shift F, and that's how you move around. Hold Shift to go faster, like this, and to move around like your Roblox controls, W, A, S, and D, Q to go down, and E to go up. So yeah, this is the controls. And now you're going to want to delete the following items. Okay, so to select an item, you want to right click it, and to select multiple objects, you want to hold Shift and right click. So you want to delete the head, the eyes, these random other things, the teeth, and the tongue. I just messed that up, so I need to redo it. Let's see from here. So, oh, and by the way, if you can't, and to delete something, you want to hit X on your keyboard. But if you can't, it's probably because you're in pose mode. So you're going to go down here and go to object mode. And now you should be able to delete them. So I still have a few items left. So let me just delete these. Okay, so now I have all of my items deleted. So now what you want to do to import your material is you're going to right click on one of the body parts, go to this little sphere over here, and change it to material. Now you want to go to these little 3 diagonal lines, drag it down, go to this little box right here, and go scroll down until you see node editing. And something like this should pop up. If it does, move over here just by holding left click, zoom in until you see image texture. And you're going to click this little file and then find your Roblox character texture. Okay, so I just did that. So now to move it out of the way, you're going to bring it back up, but not too much, until you see this like transparent arrow kind of, and now just let go. And that should come back. So now what you're going to do is you're going to want to import your head, because as you can see, there's no head. So you're going to want to go to File, you're going to want to go to Import, and go to something like 𝖕𝖓𝖓, click it, go to your desktop, and then import your Roblox character, whatever you named it. Okay, so I'm back with my Roblox character, and now what you're going to do is you're going to delete the block part, or whatever body part, or whatever torso and limbs you have. So what you do, just like what I did with like deleting the items, right click the item, hold shift and delete the legs, torso, and arms, X and delete. So now you have a backwards head, and we obviously don't want that. So now you're going to want to right click the item, hold shift again. And now, here are 2 things to make it easier. You're going to want to go over to Tools over here, click Set Origin to Geometry. So this thing should pop up there. And then, so you don't have to rotate everything all at once when you're moving the head around, if you need to, click Join. Now all of the items should be joined, and so you don't have to make sure it's perfectly rotated, go over here to rotation, go into the Z thing, click it, and type in 180. So your head should have turned 180 degrees, which that's what should have happened. And now your head's going to be kind of crooked, so you're going to want to move it. Now we're going to look at the tools. So it's like move your character, here's like the arrows, side, forward and backwards, up and down. S to size things. Control Z if you don't want that, you messed up or something. And then there's also the rotate tool. The rotate tool a lot of times doesn't work for me, but I guess right now, like a lot of times it doesn't work for me. Or yeah, because I don't know why. And then there's also a scale tool if you need to use this. It just makes things really weird. So yeah, there's that. And now what you're going to want to do is you're probably going to want to import your background. So like how you import your character, go to File, Import, and 𝖕𝖓𝖓. And now you want to import your whatever model you exported. Oh, by the way, guys, before we continue, sorry if I stutter at times. My mouth is very dry, and I'm gonna be drinking some water. Okay, so I just drank some water. It should be better. Like that. So yeah, now what you're going to do is you want to go all the way back here, and your character is very tiny. So as long as you have everything selected, S, and scale down around this side. This side's pretty good. And now you're going to move it to where your Roblox character is. Okay, so it's in a pretty good spot. And now, well, I think it's still kind of big, so, okay, I like that. Okay, so that's a good size. Now, to select the whole entire rig, you're going to want to go to something that's this little circle that should be by your feet. Right click it. Make sure it's an object mode. Down here. And now you're going to want to move it. Okay guys, so here's my rig. I've moved it around. And now, well, since there's a bench, I'm going to want to make my character sit down. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to probably want to select both legs. So click these two things you should see down here. Shift again. And then you go over here into the rotate tool. And then rotate. Okay, so my Roblox character's legs are perfectly straight. So now what you're going to do is make the character sit down. Click the circle again of the thing right here. I don't know why it's not working right now. Make me select other things. So, okay, so we selected it. And now we're going to move the character. Okay, so now that we've moved the character, now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bend the legs because it just looks ugly. So, like with up here, click these two things. These bend your knees, your character's knees. Even though they don't, Roblox characters don't have knees. Okay, I'm just being weird. Okay, so now you just want to rotate them down. Okay, so by now you should have rotated the legs. Well, or if it's standing up, just make it stand up. I'll do an advanced one soon and a simpler one for you guys if this is too complicated. It's because I'm going to be posting GFX videos on Saturdays and Bloxburg videos on Fridays. I'm going to try that out, see if it works out because of school and stuff. So yeah, let's get back to the actual video. Okay, so if you want to add a bit more detail, only click one of these and rotate it to the side. Okay, so now that the legs are moved, you're going to want to move your head. So since it's already joined and set to the origin, you can already move it and twist it, like so. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing.
We say goodbye. They all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times.
And make sure it's like up by the neck because it's really unrealistic. If you don't like the size proportions, either it's too small to you or too big, you can size it down. Or if you want it to be this small or like this big, because that would be very unrealistic. Neither is Roblox. I could keep it around this size. So yeah, now if you want to rotate it, you can do that to make it like look at the screen. So I'm gonna want to be looking at the camera. So I'm going to be making it move around a bit like this, so, like so.
Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a...
Oh, and by the way, if your model came with like a prop, you can right click it. And either if you want to duplicate it. Okay, sorry guys, something came up. As I was saying, if you want to copy the item and paste it into your GFX, into Blender, gonna want to do on Windows, Control-C, on Mac, Command-V. So I'm on Windows, so I'm gonna do Control-C and Control-V. So then just do set origin to geometry again. It makes it much easier. And there, you have another candy basket. But I don't want another candy basket since I already have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click that candy basket, X, delete, and then right click that one, and then move it. Okay, but actually since I want to pose the character first, I'm not going to. So actually I think the head. Okay, so now you want to move the arms. So I'll show you a few things about the arms. This is to move the whole entire arm. I'll just use rotate example. This moves the whole entire arm. So that moves the whole entire arm. This right here moves the elbow. So that's how you turn your arm. Then there is like this spiky one right down here that rotates your hand. You can rotate your hand. And then these little things down here rotate like the claws. Because Roblox characters have claws. Okay, this is kind of weird. It pops out. Okay, so anyways, that was just the arm movements. And now you want to move it to how you want it to be. Okay, so I've moved that arm, and I'm going to move the other arm. Okay, so I've moved that arm, now I'm going to move the other arm in the basket to how I want it to be. Okay, so I'm also going to adjust the legs a little bit because, well, I don't want the candy basket to clip through my legs, right? So, rotate the leg. Okay, so now I want to be actually holding it, so I'm going to close in the hand a bit, like so. So yeah, that's that, and now I'm going to make my character hold the basket. Okay guys, so that was everything for the posing. So now what you're going to do is it's time for like setup of the background and everything. So so by the way, if you want to see how it looks when it's going to be rendered, click the little sphere like we did at the beginning when we were adding material to our character and click render. And that's how it will look like. But without the grain and stuff. And you're probably wondering, why is it so dark? Because you need to make it be brighter. You want to go to the little world icon over here, go down here and click ambient occlusion, and that should make it brighter. then you want to go to these little pictures over here, click denoising, because it'll just make it look better. And now, you don't want a black background, so you're going to change that. But first, you're going to go to the camera, scroll down to here, click whatever it says. It should say FSMPEG video. Click that, click PNG, click RGBA. That, and now you're going to add a few more things. You're going to add lighting, and you're going to want to add a background. So first, we'll start off with lighting. So we're going to go back to material. You're going to Shift A on your keyboard. Click camera. No, not camera. You want to click lamp, and you want to click sun. And something should pop up. And you see this little line down here? You want to make that face wherever you want it to go, because that's where the sun's going to point. So I like to have it up here, over here, rotate it. Okay, so that's my sun. And now you're going to change maybe the strength or the color. So I'm going to click the sun icon over here. And now color and strength. For color, for the fall, I want to do like a dark orange for it, like this. It's gonna look good, rendered, and yeah, it looks pretty good. And then for strength, I recommend you're going to do 5.0. Enter, and then it should be stronger. This is kind of like, has a little bit pinkish in it, so I want to move it a bit over to near the yellow. And there, it looks much better with the strength and the colors of lighting. So now you're going to go back into material. And you're going to add the background. So first you want to, download the background. So I'm going to show you how. Okay, so when you're in your browser, you're going to type in ℓ and then click that. It should bring you to here, or click the first link that comes up if it doesn't. And this should pop up. Okay, so now you should be here. And now click the one you like. You can search through a few. So yeah, I'll be back when I find one that I like. Okay, so I actually couldn't find one that I liked, so I'm just going to give an example. So let's say you like The Lost City. What you're going to do, scroll down here and click down, and it'll say download, and you want to click 4K. So yeah, and then it will download, and now you're going to go back to Blender. Okay, so now to add the background, you want to click any part of the model, your character, this model, go to node editor down here, and something should show up like this. You don't want this. You want to go to world, and you want to click the little plus button, and then this should show up. And then now you're going to do Shift A, and you're going to go to texture, and then click environment texture. Click around here, and then see the little yellow dots. You're going to drag this little line to connect there, and open your HDRI. Okay, so I've opened my HDRI. So now you want to click here and go back to 3D view. And now, if you go to rendered, it should show up. So now we're on the last few steps. So you want to go back to material. If you like how it looks, it's time to render it. So first you're going to add your camera. So you want to Shift A, camera, go to view, and then click camera. So now you have a camera. You're going to want to pose it the way you want, and just place it there. If you want to add any other details, you can do so. And now you're going to pose it. So I'm going to pose it like this, because since this is going to be on my thumbnail, I want it all the text over here. So yeah, now we're going to go to rendered and see how it looks. Okay, and so remember that the only thing that will be rendered is whatever is inside the box. So to keep that in mind. And now, if you like how it turned out. Okay, so now if you like how it turned out, there are two ways you can do it. You go to the camera icon over here, click render, this button, this is render right there. Or you can go to up here, go to render, and go to render image. Or F12 on your keyboard if you have F12, if you have those buttons. So yeah, I'm just going to do this way. Well, actually this way because I do it the most often. And now it's going to render. Also keep in mind that whatever speed your computer is, it'll take longer and high resolution you want it. So I like high resolution is like computer, it's kind of bad. So yeah, I'll let it render. Also guys, one more thing. Do not worry if it doesn't look perfect. It's not going to look perfect your very first time you do it. I've been doing GFXs since, somehow I remember the exact date, June 23rd. I've been doing them for almost like I've been doing it for 3.5 months, almost 4, and that's a while, and this is how they turn out now. But it's just simple. So yeah, that was something I just had to say. But it's taking forever to render. So when it does render, so yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe and like the video because why not? Also follow my Roblox, join my group, and look at anything else you need in my descriptions. Also the download links for Blender. Well, Studios will come with your Roblox download, so I won't link that. So I'll put the download link for the woman rig, Blender, and then like I have other links for my Roblox socials and stuff that you can click if you want. So yeah, that was all I have to say. Also, don't forget to enter my giveaway. I'm going to be closing the giveaway next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. I'll be closing the giveaway then. And yeah, also I'm going to try posting on Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays are GFX videos. Saturdays are going to be Bloxburg videos. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching and bye, SimqlyLeos.